"No," Balloon Boy says, and 6 seconds later adds, "Thanks." With open eyes and a gruff uncle making too much noise, the reality of Trowrig hits him like the heat outside. Rodney sighs deeply, wipes his eyes. Each day always starts with the same action, looking at the picture on his bedside table, the shot of him and his mom on horseback, taken when he was 10 years old, before the thump-splat ouch, before she ran away. The shot is taken head-on. Rodney sitting in front of his mother, all of their faces lined up in a row. Horse, boy, mother. The day she left for good, she tucked this picture under his pillow, and he's come to think of it as a love letter, a last letter, an explanation, her way of saying she's sorry, and she still cares for him, even in her absence. Yes, sometimes letters don't have words. Sometimes the image tells you everything. Yet some do have words. There is one other picture that Rodney has from his mom, a postcard. He keeps it tucked between his box spring and mattress. He had received it a few weeks after she left. It's of the Golden Gate Bridge on a sunny day. On it, his mom has written, "Someday, I will tell you everything." He likes reading the message, but what he adores examining is the return address, chiseled into his memory. He has no idea if she's still there, but at least it's a way to start. More knocking from Felix, the plywood barely standing up to his knuckles. "You can't skip, not even on your birthday. I let you sleep in," says his uncle. "But fish wait for no man." "5," says Rodney. "More minutes." "No more minutes. Fish beckon us. They challenge us. There's a fight to be had, and we will not lose." "Oh," Rodney says. "K." Balloon Boy knows it's not worth pointing out that there aren't any fish waiting outside, not even a body of water by their house. Doesn't feel compelled to point out that they're going to cast their lines in the street. But the facts won't help him win. Nothing can. Uncle Felix will not accept any excuses, any logic, and so Rodney sighs and rises, bemoaning this beginning to his birthday. It's not as though he was expecting anyone to deliver an ice cream cake to his room, leave him with a spoon to gulp down the whole thing in peace. It's not as though his dad and uncle are the kinds of people to barge in his room with a pitch pipe, get that perfect starting note, and regale him with a harmonized version of Happy Birthday while wearing those little coned hats, blowing into kazoos as the song concluded. But did his first day as an adult have to start with fish o'clock? "Today we may catch Moby Dick," says Felix, pounding a couple last times before walking away, calling to his nephew while marching down the hall. "Let's snare the white whale!" Rodney gets out of bed, stumbles over to his dresser. Damn does he wish for central air conditioning. They do have a swamp cooler, but it only pumps its chilly air into the living room. The bedrooms, mere cinder-block squares, are like jail cells. That's another reminder of his mom in his room. The way they painted the cinder-block walls like a chessboard, alternating black and white. "Let's make your room look like Alice in Wonderland," his mom had said. And they spent a weekend taping each cinder block off, making sure they did an impeccable job. Now, though, some of the black paint has peeled off. He'll find chips of it on his concrete floor, withered by the sun, the flecks looking like dead flies. Rodney dresses, shorts and a tank top, no shoes, and starts walking toward the front yard to watch the catch and release of the street fish. He stops in the front yard, which is only sand and dirt and scrub brush, a little dune in the middle where his dad, Larry, stands, king of his sad hill. Rodney climbs the 2-step dune and says, "Hi." Larry, clutching a whiskey bottle, says, "How are you?" "How am I?"